Hi everybody, this is AJ with Car Inspected, and today we're in the Toronto area looking at this 2005 Land Rover LR3. It's got 178,000 kilometers on it. It's in decent shape. I see no major accidents. I did paint thickness verification throughout. It's got a couple of dings and bruises here and there. A couple of scratches on the door here and there, but nothing too crazy and nothing too permanent. The mirror here is broken, so that needs to be replaced. All the windows are all original Land Rover. Windshield looks to be in good condition. It's got a little bit of white weakening here and along the top, but it is original. Original paint throughout, like I said. Headlights look good. Fog light on this side is good. A couple of rock chips, little scratches and dings here and there, and this fog light is cracked. Other than that, headlights and stuff seem pretty good. There is a bunch of sap on the hood. You see better photos, so that needs to be taken care of, and a couple of good sized scratches here as well. Some sap on this side as well. This side, it looks like it's missing a piece of trim. It is in the truck, but it's not on the door. You can see a little bit of damage here, and this one's starting to come off. A couple little dings and dents down here as well, but nothing too crazy. Sorry, we're going kind of quick on this one. My phone is about to die, but you'll see all the detailed photos and things like that in the report. This doesn't seem to close. Tailgate looks good. Lights look good. Windows look good back here. Roof is good condition. Does have the trailer hitch on there. As far as wheels, tires, and undercarriage go, they are snow tires on it currently from 2009, so they are getting pretty old. They all have a bit of dry rot and cracking in them. I don't overly suggest using them for too long. As you can see in the treads, there is some cracking. You'll see better photos as well. Brakes, rotors have been sitting, so they're a little pitted. The pads are pretty new. I'd say there's 95% at least left on them. And you'll see all the detailed photos of the undercarriage. There's some minor rust, things like that. Nothing too major, nothing too many issues. Airbag here, you'll see the other side, one has a little bit of damage on the shroud. For the most part, it's pretty decent under here. Said some surface rust, things like that, but nothing too crazy. I did take a lot of photos, so you will see more photos of under here. Again, 2009 snow tire, 7/32 seconds of tread, with a bit of dry rot and pitting, so we don't want to use those too long. Rotors are pretty new, but been sitting, so there is some pitting on them. They might clean up after a drive, and the pads are pretty much new as well. Suspension components up here look pretty good. I don't see any major issues. Everything looks pretty decent. There is a bit of a leak coming from possibly oil pan or front seal or something. That's quite hard to tell. In the engine compartment, as you'll see, it's pretty tight in here, but there is definitely some sort of a leak coming through, and this is held on with some zip ties. Similar on this side as well. Axles look good, things like that. Supposedly the lower control arms should be replaced. I think ball joints are probably bad. We'll see when we drive it. Again, 2009, and similar story on the brakes. New, but have been sitting. Again, 7/30 seconds. And under here, it looks decent. There's a skid plate here that does have some rot right there, but that's the only major piece of kind of rot on the vehicle. Everything looks decent other than that skid plate. And the final tire is again a 2009 with some 7/30 seconds of tread, but some good amount of dry rotting on the sides, on the sidewall and in the treads. And again, new but sitting brakes. We look in the interior real quick. We took a bunch of photos. We moved all this stuff. The glove box is all apart. The blower motor was apparently making noise, so it's been taken apart to be fixed. Seats are a bit dirty. Nothing's overly ripped or anything, but it is well used, a bit dirty. Back compartment, a little dirty. It's decent. The tailgate also does not open because of a solenoid issue, so we can't quite get back there. All this other stuff looks decent though, nothing too bad. There is also a little bit of a wetness to it. The carpet on this side is dry, but the other side is a bit wet. Say a little dirty back here. A couple of panels and stuff. That stuff's been taken out. A little dirty up here. Door panel's a bit dirty as well. Overall, the interior is pretty kind of dirty. Seats, door panel looks good. Up there's a bit of rust starting in this dog leg as well. And this door panel, same story, a little beat up. Seats got some rips just starting, and bolsters are getting worn. Not getting these seats to work. We'll try them again with the ignition on, but I don't know if they work quite right. And here, this has been apart, still apart. Like I said, this side is dry, no major issues. Dash looks decent up here. This all works, etc. Go around to the passenger side. This seat, again, a little dirty, not too bad though. They do all work and fold down as they should. But all these parts are here. There's an old battery here. You'll see photos. I picked this all up. Carpet looks okay, but it is a bit wet here. So there may be a leak somewhere. This is ripped as well. I'm guessing there may be a leak in sun visor in the sunroof somewhere. Not too sure, because this side is fairly wet as well. You can actually see the dampness. So there is a good amount of dampness in this driver's side of the vehicle, and a slight musty smell, but not too much. It's all in there. This door is a little dirty and stained, a little ripped. I mean, not ripped, just worn, sorry. And this seat also has a little bit of breakage there. Okay, this one works, so the driver's side seat is not working. So, I mean, the passenger side seat is not working. It is not moving, the electronics are not moving. Dashboard looks decent, no major issues. We do have all the things. I'm gonna test all this stuff as well, see how it works when we take it on the test drive. I'm going to start it now so you can hear it run as much as you can. I know it's pretty loud in this parking lot here. There are a couple codes present as well that we will show you. You'll see those in the report. Gonna look under the hood. And now the shocks are bad, so the hood doesn't quite hold itself up. It does for a short time, but then it starts to fall. So they will need to be replaced. But here's the engine running. Nice and smooth, no issues. Looks like a little bit of a valve cover leak here. So we have a little bit of that. Can't see it's running right now, but belts, hoses, all that stuff looks pretty good. There's also some oil around that PCV valve, looks like. So a little bit of dirtiness and blow by possibly. Battery is fairly new, it's a 2018. And it's sitting at about 12.6 and charging at, I think, 14.8 if I can recall correctly. You'll see that in the report as well. Brake fluid is under here, and we are a little high on the humidity level on that, so I do suggest that that get flushed. That is it's over 4%. Oil looks well. Tested with a green light, so we have no signs of contamination or issue there, and it looks pretty decent under here as well. No major issues. And there's also no rust or anything like that in the hood. Everything looks pretty decent. So there you have it. 2005 Land Rover LR4. We're gonna take it for a ride and make sure everything works correctly. And as usual, this is AJ with Car Inspected, and thanks for watching.